See now, suppose here I have added aldehyde to this one carbon. So now the name of the this compound will go like this. So what is the name of this compound? So again it will be like this because there are two aldehyde groups, CHO, CHO. Okay, so this carbon is connected. So through this carbon this is connected. So through this carbon this chain is connected. So CHO group, and here it is also CHO. Don't think it has OHC. So the from connectivity we have to read. So here this chain terminating functional group CHO. Okay, so carbon is connected. So this functional group is connected to this chain through carbon, and so carbon will come. So from carbon onwards we have to read CHO functional group. So CHO functional group, CHO functional group. Two CHO functional groups are there, and on second carbon there is a double bond. So pent 2-ene 1,5 diol. Now what is the name of this compound? COOH, acid group, carboxylic acid group. Again COOH. So there are two COOH groups. So what is the name of this compound? Okay, so let us start from anywhere, from any direction we can give numbering. It will be same even in from numbering from left to right or from right to left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the name of the compound will be like this: butadiene, butadiene 1,4 dioic acid. Dioic acid. Oic acid means, here actually oic acid means carboxylic acid. There are two that carboxylic acid is repeated for 2 times, hence dioic acid. Di means 2 times. So it indicates multiplicity of this functional group. So this functional group is repeated for 2 times. Okay, dioic acid. So it is a numerical prefix. Okay, so right. So these are some of the examples. See, whenever compounds having functional groups, multiple bonds and side chains, sometimes functional groups and multiple bonds, or else sometimes functional groups and side chains, or else sometimes multiple bonds and side chains. So the combination it may be, whatever the combination it may be. So we have to follow this order of preference. So functional group should be always given first preference, and they should be given lowest numbering, maximum possible lowest numbering. Okay, and when double bond and side chains are present, so we have to look into the lowest sum rule. Okay, so don't forget to lowest locant rule. Okay, don't forget to look into lowest locant rule. Okay, so when double bonds and side chain are present, so we have to compulsorily look into the lowest locant rule. Okay, now let us learn the rules for naming of organic compounds having 2 or more different functional groups. Having functional groups which having 2 or more different functional groups. So this is most important. So if an organic compound is having 2 or more than 2 functional groups, then what we have to do? See, if there are 2 or more than 2 functional groups, so compulsorily one functional group, okay, is what? It is a principal functional group or else main functional group. Okay, principal functional group. So one functional group is the main functional group, principal functional group, or else it is treated as the main functional group, or else most priority functional group we can call. And all other functional groups are treated as are treated as substituents. Other functional groups are treated as substituents. Substituents are secondary grade functional groups. Secondary grade functional groups. Okay. So now principal functional group should be treated as it should be it should be given in the name of in the position of secondary. It should be treated as secondary suffix, and other functional groups they are treated as secondary prefixes. Other functional groups are treated as secondary prefixes. So here when two or more functional groups are present, so then one functional group is treated as a principal functional group, and other functional groups are given as a substituent or else secondary grade functional groups. Okay, right. See, how to know which one is more priority functional group and which one is principal functional group, and which one is not a principal functional group? How to know? So here for this, scientist has given an order. Okay, an order of preference. Okay, the order of preference of several functional groups are given. So now let us learn the order of preference. Okay, so first carboxylic acid functional group is given more preference. Carboxylic acid functional group is given more preference than sulfonic acid. Okay, it is preferred than acid anhydride. Okay, and it is preferred than esters. So out of these four, so carboxylic acid should be treated as main functional group, and others are treated as substituents. Suppose if these two are given, then sulfonic acid will become the main functional group, and acid anhydride will be treated as secondary grade functional group. So like this. So and after this one, acid halides, and after that amides, next nitrile, next aldehyde, next one is ketone. Okay, next one is alcohol, next one is amine, next one is a double bond, next one is a triple bond. So double bond is more given more priority than the triple bond. So like this. Okay, so that means if more than if two or more different functional groups are present, then we have to give if we have only one functional group is treated as principal functional group, and other functional groups are treated as substituents. Okay, so this is the order of functional groups, and there are some other functional groups also, like other functional groups are also present. So like halides, halo functional group, nitroso. Sorry, here it is. They are not given any preference. Simply, they are other functional groups. So, what are the other functional groups? Halo, nitroso, nitro. Halo means any halogen, maybe fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. Generally, we will show with X. It is represented by X. Nitroso means NO. Nitro means NO2. Nitroso means it will be like this. Nitro means it will be like this. Nitro. Okay. Nitro. Alkoxy. It is called as alkoxy. This is alkyl, oxy, and other. And this oxygen is connected to a chain of carbon atoms. Okay. Or alkyl simply, etc. So here, etc. So these are treated as always. These are treated as what? Secondary grade functional groups only. So only these functional groups can be treated as principal functional groups by giving the priority order. But these functional groups are always, they act as secondary grade functional group only. Less priority functional groups, they always appear as secondary prefixes. Sometimes these functional groups sometimes they may appear as primary functional group, or else principal functional group, or else main functional group. Hence they can be written as these upper two lines, these two are can be written as secondary suffixes depending upon the priority order. Okay, so if you learn these things with the example only, then we can easily understand. Otherwise we cannot understand easily. Okay, right. So to learn some examples, see, actually I will give you this order. So I mean this order, just note it. So carboxylic acid, sulfonic acid, acid anhydride, and so on. So let us see one example. Suppose if this is the compound, okay, now what is the name of this compound? See, in this compound there are two functional groups. One is carboxylic acid, another one is alcohol. One is carboxylic acid and another one is alcohol functional groups. So now compare the carboxylic acid and alcohol. Which one is given more priority? See, carboxylic acid is here and alcohol is somewhere here. So there are so many other functional groups between carboxylic acid and alcohol. So carboxylic acid, this is given more priority over alcohol. Okay, so hence this so now this will carboxylic acid, it acts as, so always remember that more priority functional group should be considered as secondary suffix. Already I wrote here somewhere. So just now I have erased it, I rubbed it. So remember that always. So here there are two functional groups. So out of two functional group, which is given more priority? So this one. Hence it acts as, it is main functional group. Okay, main functional group. And this is what? This acts as, when main functional group is there, then other functional group will become the substituent. Other functional group will become the substituent. All substituents are written as secondary prefixes and main functional group is written as secondary suffix. So now we will write the name of this compound. So this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth and fifth carbon. Remember that this is a chain terminating functional group. So if chain terminating functional group is present, it will be given the number 1. Okay. Okay, right now how many carbon chain it is? 5 carbon, hence pent. Okay, pent, right. Now pent, between carbon atoms there are only single bonds, hence ane, pentane. This is what? This is root word and this is the primary suffix. So secondary suffix, main functional group is there. So always remember that main functional group should be written as secondary suffix. So here carboxylic acid, when carboxylic acid is present, so its a secondary suffix name is oic acid. Oic acid is the secondary suffix name for carboxylic acid. See, when the functional group name starts with O, so here after E, So if O is present, or else if any vowel is present, then that E should be removed from the name of that primary suffix. So pentanoic acid. Now here this is also there. Even this functional group is also there. But this should be written as secondary prefix. That means before the root word we have to write. So here what should I write for OH group, alcohol groups? See, if alcohol group, remember that for alcohol group, if it appears as secondary suffix, so the secondary suffix name is OL. Here it is appearing as secondary prefix. Here this OH group is appearing as secondary prefix. Why? Because this is less priority functional group than this one. So when less priority functional groups are there, so then they should be written as secondary prefixes. More priority functional group or main functional group should be written as secondary suffix. So OH should be written as secondary prefix. What is the secondary prefix name for alcohol? So it is called as hydroxy. Hydroxy. How to know? How to know the secondary prefix name of given suffix, given functional groups? So I will give you a table. So we have to learn the table. So based on the table, we can write the secondary. We can learn that secondary prefix name. So here for alcohol, secondary prefix name will be hydroxy. On which carbon this alcohol is present? On fourth carbon. Hence 4-hydroxy. Okay, 4-hydroxy pentanoic acid is the correct name. Okay, it is a correct name for this compound. See how then how to know the secondary prefix name of alcohol. For alcohol group, secondary suffix name is this one and secondary prefix name is this one. Okay, this one hydroxy. So I'll give you a table. So based on the table, we can learn. Okay, so now let us learn the table. So where the secondary prefix names are given for different functional groups. Okay, right. So I'll write like this. Functional group, and its a prefix name. It's a prefix name. So if functional group is COOH, generally COOH will always appear as main functional group. Suppose if there is any other functional group more priority, which is given more priority than COOH, in that case only, so this prefix should be used. What is this one? Carboxy. Okay, carboxy. For COOR, we have to use alkoxy-carbonyl. Alkoxy-carbonyl. Okay, for example, now let us do let us solve an example by using these two. For example, there is a compound like this. Okay, here it is ester. So I'll write ester. So CH3. So ester functional group. Ester functional group will be like this. COOR. So R may be any. It may be CH3 or else C2H5 or else any hydrocarbon group. This may be. Hence it is called as alkyl. It is alkyl. So that is why. So here alkoxy carbonyl, alkoxy carbonyl. Generally CO, if CO is present, generally we will call it as carbonyl. Carbonyl. There are two types of carbonyl compounds mainly. What are they? So aldehyde is a carbonyl compound, and even ketone is also a carbonyl compound. So there are two types of carbonyl compounds. Okay, let it be. So if the bond is like this, C double bond, then we can call it as carbonyl. So alk oxy carbonyl. Alk means R. R's ROCO. ROCO. See R means I may write any alkyl group. Okay, let it be. So this entire thing is called as ester functional group. Ester functional group. COOR. COOR. Okay, COOR. So this is one functional group and this is another functional group. What is this functional group? COOH. COOH. Okay. So out of these two, which one is given more priority? Already we have seen the priority order. So according to priority order, this will be given more priority. Okay. Got it. So hence, the numbering will start from COOH group, and here this will be written as secondary suffix, and this will be written as secondary prefix. Both the carbons will include in the parent chain because these carbons are in continuation with the parent chain. Whenever the carbons of the functional group are in continuation with the parent chain, then those carbons of the functional groups will become the part of the parent chain. So now the parent chain is 4 carbon parent chain. So but, okay, but but is the parent chain. Now between carbon atoms there are only single bonds, hence butane. Here this is root word, this is primary suffix. So here secondary suffix is there, secondary prefix is also there. So secondary suffix means after primary suffix we will write secondary suffix. So what is the secondary suffix? Carboxylic acid. See, actually COOH, its prefix name is carboxy. But always remember that for carboxylic acid, for COOH, its a secondary suffix name is oic acid, and its a secondary prefix name. It's a secondary prefix. See, prefix means here secondary prefix. Remember. Okay, its a secondary prefix name is what? Carboxy. Carboxy. So this COOH group is acting as secondary suffix. It is not acting as secondary prefix because this is the main functional group. According to priority order, just now we have learnt about that order. So according to that order, priority order, so this will be the most priority functional group. Hence, the most priority functional group or else the principal functional group will always act as secondary suffix. So secondary suffix name of COOH. Secondary suffix name of COOH is oic acid. So I'll write oic acid here. Oic acid. I should not write this name, this, because this name is for when COOH act as secondary prefix only, we have to use this name. But here in this case COOH is not acting as secondary prefix. It is acting as secondary suffix because this is the most important functional group, main functional group. Right? Now E is removed. So butanoic acid. Okay, right, butanoic acid. And where this should be written? So secondary prefix, less priority functional group, alkoxy carbonyl. So on which carbon? This first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. So that means here on fourth carbon, so the ester functional group is present. Alk, which alk it is? Methyl. Hence methoxy carbonyl. methoxy carbonyl. On fourth carbon, methoxy carbonyl butanoic acid. So this is the name of this compound. So by this, with this example, I think you might have come to an understanding that. So here, actually, for ester group, see, for ester group COO R, we have to write it as O8. So O8 is the secondary suffix name for ester, and the secondary prefix name for ester is this one, alkoxy carbonyl. Okay, so this is secondary prefix name for ester. Okay, so here when carboxylic acid and ester both are present in the compound, then the carboxylic acid will become the main functional group and ester will become the secondary grade functional group. Then carboxylic acid will receive secondary suffix name, and this ester will receive secondary prefix name. So secondary prefix name of ester is alkoxy carbonyl. So alkoxy carbonyl. So which alk? It is methyl. So that is why methoxy. Okay, methoxy carbonyl. On which carbon this ester is present? On fourth carbon. Hence 4-methoxy carbonyl. As there are four carbon atoms in the parent chain, it is butan. Okay, butanoic acid. So like this. So the name of the compound, name of this compound will be this one. Right. See here, I am writing only secondary prefix names of these functional groups. So they have secondary suffix names also. I have given these secondary suffix names in the earlier sessions, earlier videos. I have given the secondary suffix names of these functional groups. Now I am writing only secondary prefix names. See, when they are acting as a less important functional group in the compound, then only these names should be given, okay, as a secondary prefixes to the compound. Okay. Now the next one, acid anhydride, acid chloride. So it is chlorocarbonyl, COCl. Actually, this is carboxylic acid. If OH is replaced by this chlorine, if OH of carboxylic acid is replaced by chlorine, then it is said to be acid derivative. Okay, it is called as acid halide, acid chloride. So it is acid chloride, or else simply we'll call it as the secondary prefix name of this one is, it is chlorocarbonyl. It is okay, it is chlorocarbonyl. Already we have seen C double bond O if it comes, so we can use the name carbonyl. So chlorocarbonyl. So it is amide. CONH2 is called as amide functional group. So when amide functional group is there, and if it is secondary prefix, then what is the secondary prefix name of amide? It is known as carbamoyl. Example, we will learn one example. Okay, suppose if it is like this. What is the name of this compound? So here in this compound there are two functional groups. One is amide functional group, another one is carboxylic acid functional group. See, this is most priority, hence it is secondary suffix, and this is less priority functional group, hence secondary prefix. So how many carbons are there? 4 carbons, hence it is butanoic acid, because so carboxylic acid means oic acid, so butan single bonds means, hence it is an, but root word primary suffix, and oic acid is secondary suffix. And secondary prefix, what is the secondary prefix? So it is carbomoyl. On which carbon? So this first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. So 4 carbomoyl. So 4 carbomoyl butanoic acid is the name of this compound. See here, actually if amide is present, so amide CONH2 for amide, so if it appears as secondary suffix in the name, in the compound, then we have to use amide. But here in this case it is appearing as secondary prefix. This one is appearing as secondary suffix and this one is appearing as secondary prefix. So what is the secondary prefix for amide? What is secondary prefix for amide? It is called as carbamoyl. Hence we have to use secondary prefix name only. I cannot use amide here. I cannot use amide for this one, because here this is a less important functional group than this one. So when 2 functional groups are there, so decide which functional group is more important functional group. So this can be decided based on the order of preference. So based on the order of preference we can decide this as a main functional group. Now this will become the secondary grade functional group. Hence the secondary grade functional group should be given only secondary prefix names, though it is having secondary suffix names, but here in this case amide, it is behaving as secondary prefix, hence we have to give the secondary prefix name of amide, carbamoyl. So I am writing carbamoyl in the name of the compound, so it is secondary prefix. So on 4th carbon this carbamoyl is present, hence 4 carbamoyl butanoic acid is the name of this compound. So like this. Okay, right. Now the next one, if CN is present, cyanide, it is called as cyano. Let us learn one more example with CN. COOH group is present and CN, it is CN. Don't read it as NC, because here we have to see the connectivity to the parent chain. So CN, so out of N and C, so the connection is through this carbon, this parent chain is connected, hence so it is treated as CN. Don't read it as NC. Okay, so CN. So here carboxylic acid is one functional group and cyanide is another functional group. So which function is group is more priority? So this is more priority functional group. So now more priority functional group will always act as secondary suffix and other suffixes will act as secondary prefixes, because they will be treated as substituents. So now the secondary suffix name of COOH is oic acid, and secondary prefix name for cyanide, CN is cyano. It is cyano. Okay, it is oic acid. Now we will write the name of this compound. How many carbons are there altogether? 4. Hence butanoic acid. Okay, right. See here, this carbon. Here this carbon, it is a chain terminating functional group. Okay, this carbon should be included because this is in direct connection with the chain of the parent, parent chain. Hence this carbon and this carbon should, both the carbons should be considered as the parts of the parent chain. So now butanoic acid, this is what root word and means primary suffix, and oic acid is secondary suffix. Okay, so here secondary prefix is also there, cyano. On which carbon the cyano is present? So this is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and fourth carbon. So right. So 4-cyano-butanoic acid is the name given to this compound. Right. Next. See, actually cyano for cyanide group. Suppose if cyanide groups appears as secondary suffix, so secondary suffix, then nitrile is the secondary suffix name for cyanide, and its secondary prefix name is cyano. For example, if there is a compound like this, so what is the name of this compound? See here, in this particular compound there are two functional groups.